I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about whether you're actually going to stream or not. Hey guys, I very much apologize for that. This is Panther 0822 here. I'm gonna flip on over to Google, and I am actually going to make sure this is behaving, although I do have my phone. Alright, it looks like we are good. I've got this up on my phone, so that makes me happy. And then alright. Why are you not giving me stuff? Alright. I guess I'll just deal with it. It's fine. So, alright guys, I am Panther0822. To answer your question, Tribble, yes, actually, I have stretched a couple of times today. I've made it a point to actually stand up and stretch a couple of times today, so yes, I have done that. I very much apologize for the tech issues. One of my recording softwares decided it wanted to fuck up, which unfortunately is a common issue that I have with that particular software, but a lot of times it does tend to actually be a bit more reliable software in its own way. So so the answer is yeah. So anyways, I'm going to come back over to the software to make sure it is still actually streaming. Based off what I can see, it still is. So anyways, let's get on with today. I was able to get a couple of streams out today. The last one I did before this, well, more specifically, the one that I did before this that actually worked, that was not me reattempting something because my software was stuck again, to be clear, was the D&D Pathfinder game that we've got running, that my brother-in-law is running. I still need to yell at him because he still uses his laptop and it has all of his materials. I'd feel a lot better if he actually had his materials prepped or in a hard copy or something, so that his computer monitor wasn't blocking his face. That's just frustrating to me because, I mean, you guys don't really see him. You hear him, but you don't really see him. So it's a little frustrating in regards to that. But that being said, there's probably some expenditures that need to be made in order to make that happen. So so anyways, we did that, and then I also was able to get a dragon. I got two different Dragon Age ones. One, unfortunately, was the game itself was hiccuping really badly, and so we didn't get terribly far as the game goes. That, and I'm a bit lost in the game, so I need to see if there is an actual walkthrough for Dragon Age Awakenings. It's something that I really need to actually do. I've tried to wing it so far, hoping that the guidance I would get from the characters and things like that would be enough to point me in a particular direction, but it is what it is. We'll get through it. That's fine. And then we were able to progress a bit further on Dragon Age Inquisition. That one also gave me a technical issue. Fortunately, that tech issue I was able to I was able to get around and work with, so we were able to actually get that out. And then we also got a Golf with Friends out. So was able to get a couple streams out today on top of this one. So that honestly, that made me really happy that I was able to get those streams out. And I've got to look at I've got to see what we can do to improve the mic thing as far as the Pathfinder game goes, because just the solitary mic it works, but it doesn't, especially in regards to like and Triple, you were noting some issues, and we had the air conditioning unit on, so what you might have been hearing as far as like a mechanical noise or something was probably actually the AC. But there still is an auditory issue as far as being able to really hear us very well, because we're using one mic, and while it's a really good mic and it does its job, it's not quite enough to really do what I need it to do. So number one, we need to invest in some lapel mics, which is going to be some money, just to be honest. The other option that I have is I've got 3 handheld mics. And so maybe one of the things that I need to do is I just need to invest in 3 desk boom stands that I can sit on the table so that I can get the mics where they need to be. And I've got a mixer that I can make all of that happen with. So equipment wise, or more specifically hardware wise, as far as the cables and the microphones go, I've got options, but I don't have enough mic stands to really make it effective, considering that they're handheld microphones. So I've got to get a way to make that work. So and I've got some stuff on Amazon that I'm looking at. So I might just do those, because I got to be honest, buying 3 boom stands is going to be cheaper than buying 3 lapel mics. Lapel mics are not cheap. I think the cheapest lapel mic that I can find is about $100. I did find something on Amazon that was a mic pack, single receiver with like 3 mics, but I'd have to look at the price. I think it was like $250. It would work. It would do what I needed to do, but like I said, it's $250, and when you're on a fixed and limited income like I am, $250 can be used for a lot of different stuff. So we've gotta kind of make things count and make things work. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on as far as that goes. Once we do some lapel mics, though, that does open the gamut up. That'll allow us to do some more things, and that's actually something I'd like to do. I'd like to do more things. Um, and right now I am limited by a couple of things. I'm limited by the space that I have because I'm in a small 2-bedroom apartment. And yeah, so I mean, it's a small 2-bedroom apartment that I don't have a lot of space to do stuff with. And then I'm also limited by the space of where to put things. So, in order for me to really actually utilize the mixer, I need a bigger desk, or I need to expend the money on a small mixer, like a small 3-channel mixer, 4-channel mixer that I can put on my desk. But again, now we're back to money. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's see here. Tomorrow is Thursday. So what do we got for Thursday? Thursday is KOTOR. KOTOR Thursday. More specifically, Star Wars Thursday. So my plan for tomorrow is to do at least one stream of KOTOR. We are on the second one. We are on Dantooine, and we do have things to do. We are relatively close to the end of the game, though. So once that is done, there are other Star Wars games that I will be getting, and then we'll be playing through those. I need to get my wife and or brother-in-law's help for Star Wars Force Unleashed for the section I am at. The section I am at is creating a horrendous issue, and I need to get past it because we're very close to the end of the game. And once I get past that, then we can like get to the end of the game and beat that, and then I need to invest in the second Star Wars game, or the second Force Unleashed, and do that. So that is the plan as far as that goes. Friday is going to be Magic the Gathering, and it is also going to be The Witcher. And then also maybe something else. We'll see. But given that we are going to my friend Dan's place and doing Pathfinder in the evening, doing anything beyond those 2 streams is unlikely. So, or that's Thursday. Thursday is that, which means KOTOR is gonna be Friday is open, so we've got that. Saturday is gonna be Star Trek. So if there's actually a Star Trek game I really want to get. It's called Starfleet Academy. It's a game that I had on the PC years ago. It was a fantastic game. I never got very far with the game, so I'd like to get it again and actually play through it. It is a story-based game, but you have different things that you can say, and it actually impacts your crew, and it's a really fantastic game. And it actually has a couple of the original cast members actually in it, because it actually has live action scenes that are actually really, really cool. So it's a really cool game that I really want to get and really actually want to play for you guys. I never got more than, I want to say, 10-20 hours into the game. Yeah, I didn't get very far into the game. Mainly because there was a mission that I was having a really hard time with, although at that time I was a teenager, so actually going through and playing it as an adult could actually be different, because I'll probably pick up on something that I probably missed when I was a teenager. So that's usually the way things go. When you're a teenager, you miss shit. So and then Sunday, again, is dependent on whether we go over to my friend Dan's to hang out or not. Will depend on that. So, I realized that I mentioned something in yesterday's vlog that probably needs a little bit of clarification. I mentioned something, my verbal reality versus my actual reality. And so a lot of people, when I first heard this, it confused me. It made no sense to me, but it was explained. So here's basically the easiest way that I can try and explain this to you Verbal reality is, I want to go to the gym. Verbally, you're saying you want to go and you want to do something. Physically, you're still sitting on the couch, you're still eating whatever you're eating, and you're not going to the gym. So verbally, you're saying one thing, but your actions say something completely different. And this, unfortunately, is true of us in general. This is something that happens all the time. I didn't realize how frequently it happened in my life until this particular concept was explained to me. So, that's basically the difference. Verbally, you say one thing, your actions say the complete opposite. So the challenge is to get it to where both of them are the same. You say, I want to go to the gym. So now your brain goes, okay, what does that look like? And you go, I want to go 3 times a week. And then you try and make the two of those mesh. I use the gym as an example because my wife and I need to get back into the gym. We're paying for a membership, and we're not really paying that much for it, but we need to be actively going to the gym. One, I need to be actively working out because it really does help me with my MS. But two, it's good just to be working out because it helps you in a lot of different ways. So the wife and I that's something that we need to be doing on a more regular basis. And for a while, we were really good about actually heading to the gym, usually about once every other day. So we were usually going 3-4 times a week at minimum, or at the very least, if we weren't exercising, we'd go to the gym because it's got a pool, and we'd swim. So if we weren't at least doing the treadmill, which is what we typically will do, we'll typically go and we'll run on the treadmill for 30 minutes to an hour, and then we'll go and we'll swim. We've been a little lax as far as that particular behavior goes, and we need to fix that. So, again, verbally, physically, 2 different things. So I need to get back on that horse. So, anyways, that's the majority of the updates I have for you guys. Oh, there's one update that I want to give you guys that I've been talking about a lot. I keep throwing it in the chat, and I keep throwing it in the chat for a reason. And that is June 1st. June 1st, from 1 to 5, I am going to be doing a collab stream. And that collab stream is going to be, the first 2 hours is one game, the second 2 hours is the second game, and I think I keep flip-flopping as far as which one's the first hour and which one's the second. But I'm pretty positive we're going to lead off with the first 2 hours being a golf with friends. So that's going to be the first 2 hours. Golf with Friends has a limit of 8 people. Myself, my wife, and my brother-in-law are taking up 3 of those slots, so there's only 5 slots left. So if you wish to play with us, if you wish to do a collab with us, you need to send me a friend request on Steam so that I can accept it. And then 2, you need to let me know that, hey, you're interested in doing the collab so that I can make sure that I save you that spot, because I don't want to get to the first and have 13 plus people going, hey, I want to do a collab with you, I'll go for friends, but nobody sent me any friend requests, or only 3 people sent me friend requests, and it's like, you guys got to send me the friend request through Steam so I can have you in my friends list so that I can send you the invite when I'm playing the game, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to send you that request. So, and then the second 2 hours is going to be Terraria, and Terraria allows 12 or thereabouts. So again, 3 of those slots are taken. So if you want to be part of that collab, you need to send me you need to send me a request so that um,